Got a thing from Bandcamp, and boy oh boy, this one's been a long time coming. Vylet Pony's CUTIEMARKS and the Things That Bind Us released July 2021, and the campaign to press it onto vinyl ended in the same month in 2023. And now, January 24th, 2024, this album is now physically in my hands. The album and the Vylet Pony project are interesting because I believe in a Rate Your Music interview, Vylet talks about a sort of post-cringe philosophy, and how I understood it is in order to appreciate art from an extreme left-of-center approach, such as a deeply personal Brody album, you have to jump the shark and ride them on their journey into the sun or something. The cover opens to reveal a chunky print, which is so cool to see in high quality. Included with its beautiful clear red and yellow records is a small little insert with a thank you. Aww. Bandcamp separates the records from the cover like the chads they are, but I got rid of their stinky paper sleeves and replaced them with some of these, I don't know what their material is, sleeves, so I don't track paper shavings on the records. But anyway, how does it sound? Pretty good. The first thing you need to recognize when pressing to vinyl is that the bass requires bigger grooves, which can be painful for a stylist to handle, so when remixing an album for pressing, the bass and treble have to be adjusted to compensate. In this case, Vylet did a good job with the mix. I'm not a technical music person, so please understand these are surface level observations, please don't kill. I imagine selecting what to come to the forefront of the mix was difficult, as a lot of the songs are thick with texture and layers and little bits to build out the sound, and depending on listening preference, I think people wouldn't mind the slightly stripped vinyl treatment. In a lot of tracks, the vocals appear to have been retreated in order to give them more body and make Vylet's voice a more prominent driving force. Really, the main thing that gets tangled in these heavy electronic albums is the bass, and not being able to fit the full mix within the scope of a record, and that can be tricky to juggle. I wrote a note here mentioning Wayfarer as an example, but I never said this was a bad thing. The louder bass and treble is what brings out songs and makes them appealing for normies like me, and makes musos shit their pants, so I pleasantly enjoyed a little noise. Overall, a clean mix. I know it's cliche for fans of the album to say this, but this is one of my favourite music projects for what it represents in the greater scope of brony-adjacent musicians breaking out into the mainstream, and also as a personal statement that managed to speak to so many people. I highly encourage people to listen to Vylet's other work because she's got a lot to say. Congratulations on the pressing. Good shit.